Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is me again, Drew Nowlin himself, coming at you again from my place with another balloon tutorial. I hope you're ready for this one. This is one of my favorite characters. I'm going to do for you today a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. For this, I'm going to get my balloons, which are already inflated. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, so stay tuned. What we need first is count them, three shades of the same kind of green. Whatever green you use, it's up to you. But make sure that 2 of those pieces that you blow up have at least maybe 7 to 8 finger lengths at the end. The other piece of green, you don't have to worry about as much. Just inflate it about halfway, if not a little bit more, because this will serve as the head. The next thing you need is something that'll work for the torso and the shell at the same time. For this, I have chosen a yellow-orange. I've inflated it again about with 6 to 7 finger lengths from the end. I know that Michelangelo, has the orange, so be careful when you're choosing this color. Some people like to go for brown. I like this color. And for the sake of keeping everything cohesive so that you know which color is which, for the mask, I'm choosing the light blue. So that means, yes, we are doing Leonardo. Again, inflated about halfway, if not a little bit more. Make sure there's plenty of room that you can squeeze that air out. And right now, we will begin making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Grab your first longer piece of green, I'm using lime green, and make 2 1-inch bubbles, and then lock twist them. So you have those kind of kissy lips. Right there, do you see? Do you see? Now, about 2 to 3 finger lengths, another 1-inch twist, and a lock twist, and go ahead and do it. 2 to 3 finger lengths, another lock twist. There we go. This will be one of the arms, and for the sake of expediency, I have already done so to the second balloon, so you should have 2 of these. Now, let's move on. Take about 4 finger lengths and go ahead and make a twist right there. And I'm going to tie it into this 1-inch twist. I'm going to angle this one down so I remember which one I just did. Do the same with the other one. We're making the upper torso now. Bring them both around so we have both arms at the top. He has shoulders. He's looking good. He's looking really butch and muscular. The same amount of finger lengths, about 3 to 4 finger lengths. Go ahead. Make it on both sides. Bring them together so he's very uniform. And just twist those in together. He's looking fantastic thus far. He's got a lot of spunk for a little mutant. Now, one of these balloons, just choose whichever one. Usually I choose the one that's a little bit longer. I'm going to make a 1-inch twist, and I'm going to twist it right in here so I can keep the leg at kind of an angle sticking out. Otherwise they look a bit gangly when you start doing the rest of it. And about 4 finger lengths. Do a 1-inch lock twist for the knee. About 2 to 3 finger lengths. And then I'm going to take the rest of this. I'm going to take another twist right here. Loop it around so it immediately becomes a flower petal. And there's one of the legs. Does everyone see? I'm going to do the same on the other side. I, of course, was a big fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they first came out in the 80s. Whew, I like the new one they have out now. It has a lot of potential. And don't tell anyone, I still have my original NES and I still got the Turtle games. Still play them. I have such the hardest time beating them, though, still to this very day. I'm old. But at any rate, here we have the turtle body. He's looking fantastic. Coincidentally, this might be the same technique you use to do a superhero body for, say, Spider-Man, Batman, something of that nature. But this next part is what really, really takes the cake. I'm going to grab my yellowish orange, and I'm going to make, just like before, 2 1/2 to 1-inch bubbles, and then I'm going to lock twist them both to make the kissy lips. Then, I'm going to go down about 2 finger lengths and do that again. So that it's coming out like that. And once more, just another 1-inch bubble. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to twist it into the lower pelvis. Hope everyone can see what I'm doing. Good. Now, I'm going to take these two at the very, very top, and I'm going to push it through this opening right here. This is where the head will go, but also we're going to use the remainder of this to pull up to make the shell. Now, watch this carefully. Watch this very, very carefully. So, we have this part right here. I want you to be extremely cautious in regards to this. You're going to have to press a lot of air out of this from time to time, but still not use up everything. And start, a little bit grueling, twisting it right in there, see? And then I'm going to pull it back down. So we have the beginning of our shell. Now if you have the room, continue to twist into this so they can stay pretty much compact and look like a shell in the very end. If you're having a real tough time with that, you can always attach these to the shoulders and kind of cross them over the top. Still a good look, up to your flavor, however you want to do it. I'm going to continue to go through that neck area that I had just already done. And see, I have just enough that I can pull this right down here, twist it around the waist, and my turtle has a nice shell. Uh-oh, little problem. His elbow came apart. No worries, no worries. Just put it right back in there. If it was a perfect video, then I'd be scared. Now, look at that. We have a wonderful shell on the back. He's got a little bit of abs at the front, still the upper torso. We're going to put the body aside for just a moment, and now I'm going to get the other green and the blue. Coming along so great. Here's the other green. Haha. To do this, which will be the head of our hero, a 2-inch bubble, and then a 1-inch bubble, and make that one a lock twist. So you have this kind of shape right here. Nozzle, lock twist. Now, we're going to angle it this way, squeeze some of that air out, make a small flower petal. Right. And then, if you're making it face up, I'm going to wrap this around that. I'm just going to twist into it. Just take this around a few times. Make sure nothing happens. Now for the rest of this, I'm going to get my handy dandy scissors. I'm going to chop this off. Boom, there it is, or there it was. Tie this off. And you should have something that looks like this. This is the neck, there's the ear twist we did, and there's the flower petal, and I'm pushing it through this. I'm leaving a little more room up top because this is where the mask is going to go. I'm going to grab my blue, make a 1 to 1.5 inch bubble, and I'm going to tie it around that earlier ear twist. Now, this is the part that might get a little tricky. I'm going to have to squeeze a lot of this air out without losing the shape or just dimension of the balloon. I'm going to have to pull this pretty tight around, twist it, and once again, twist it into that lock twist. Did everyone see what I did? I really pushed the balloon out, or, deflated the balloon a little bit as I was wrapping it around this upper area, and now I can bring this area up and push this balloon down. You see how I did that? Practice, people, practice. Remember, I'm a professional. We'll make you one soon if you're not one already. A little bit off of the end, snap it. Toss that aside, let a little bit of air out, and you can leave both those little blues right there, or whatever color you have for the mask, so it looks like he's tied that mask around his head. Now let's connect this nozzle to our body. We're grabbing it. We got it. It's almost there. The only thing left after this is some artistic flair. Found around those 2 lock twists that I made for the shell and the body, and look at that. We have a fully functioning Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Cowabunga! Last thing, artistic flair. I am going to grab first my green Sharpie, I'm going to draw on the smile. I have a few little nostril dots there as well. And then I'm going to go for the black to draw the eyes on. Right there on the blue mask. And we have, right here, ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo. You can add weapons to these characters depending on how you do this. This is just my own interpretation of these classic cartoon heroes. I hope you have enjoyed what we've done today. I hope you will come back and see more of the stuff that I have in store for you. And until then, eat lots of pizza and have a fantastic time. Woo!